In Crime Stoppers, we're looking for a man who took a pickup truck for a test drive from a local dealership, and he may still be driving it somewhere.
If you recognize him, you could earn yourself an extra payday. Here's Greg Glover.
It's an outlandish scheme, especially considering our suspect's apparent age. But that could add trustability to what he's doing here. He walked into the dealership, then he simply drove away. If you know him, you'll recognize him, and we have up to $1,000 for your good tip.
He is using a Tennessee ID that does have a local address, but the address and the ID are not linked directly to him in any way.
But he's not passing fake checks or necessarily assuming someone's identity, Sergeant Miller explains.
On Saturday, about 10 o'clock in the morning, a white male suspect went into Village Volkswagen, and he told the staff there that he wanted to test drive a vehicle.
Investigators say he used the fake ID to get the keys, then never returned.
As soon as he went on the test drive, the person who brought him to the dealership left with him in a separate vehicle. So we know that at least 2 people were involved in this incident.
And maybe more. Someone else could be producing the IDs and someone gathering addresses he uses. In this case,
and that house was for sale, and that person didn't live there. It was a totally different family who had no idea who this person was.
A few clues to pass along. The vehicle he swiped was a white 2017 Chevy Silverado pickup. His accomplice was driving a white SUV. And here's another look at him.
The suspect appears to be a white male. The birthday that he's using on the ID probably coincides somewhere near his age, so he's probably in the 60, 70-year-old range.
Sergeant Miller says he might not be a local, so he invites you to use your sources to get our cash reward.
He may live in an outside surrounding area. So if you see this information, share it with your friends and family so that way we can find out who the suspect is.
Detectives say this is just one way that they may be using these IDs for no good, so help bring their little enterprise to an end. If you notice that white Silverado abandoned in your neighborhood, call that in too. Any bit can get you closer to our Crime Stoppers reward. Call 698-3333. Up to $1,000 is available, and we'll never ask you for your name. Cindy?